Okay, here we are. My friend John here, and we're about to enter Scranton, Pennsylvania. We made this special stop. We don't really have a reason for going here. There's not a particular monument. I mean, we have all of our other destinations were chosen because they do have a particular attraction, but not Scranton. Scranton is here because, as I said before, we are firm adherents to Steve Carell's wonderful show, The Office. We're eating at Chili's there, which is kind of ho-hum, but you know, we might. I mean, we might at least visit a Chili's. You know, it's in the vein of why we're visiting here. So yes, our goal is when we get to this town to try and find the sign, which you see in the introduction to the show.
Which we'll never find, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure it's impossible to find, if it exists at all, which it probably does, but we're not going to find it. But my one great disappointment is that on my iPod, I don't have the theme song to The Office, which I don't know what the song is, and I wish.
Synchronicities, I believe, is the name of the band.
Well,
from the show, you know.
Right. No, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
With the piano? Yeah.
I think this is Scranton.
Oh my god. Okay, well, gentlemen and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you can see it, but, well, probably only gentlemen, you know, ladies don't use YouTube, but, or whatever. Either way, for our memories, here is Scranton, Pennsylvania. Wow, it's blurry as hell. It's terrible. When I turned out the light, it got less blurry though. Woo! Oh, it looks really grainy from here. Oh, it's dark. Okay, is there anything else to really film, or should I do think this is enough for now?
Okay, so we're here in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Right. I believe we've come to a consensus about this town. We've been driven through it a little bit. You know, we've gotten kind of a feel for, you know, what it's like in this strange village, if you will. And John, what would you say our consensus is about?
Probably the shittiest town that I've ever been in. It looks like maybe this was built in the 60s, and then no one decided to ever renovate it or do anything to it since then. Right.
Additionally, everything is, as John said, a terrible garish red. All the signs are neon red. It just kind of melts your eyes.
It looks very cheap. There are lots of things about like free cash and like fast money and like...
I'm very depressed being here. So anyway, part of this journey is, we decided at the outset was we decided we were going to eat at a lot of local restaurants. Not necessarily good ones, but just kind of get a local, you know, sense of the local flavor, you know, the best and worst that America has to offer.
Yes.
So that's why, here, we'll get a shot of it in a minute.
Behind us, we have the, it's Scooter's Hot Dog, D-A-W-G Hut, which I think is pretty good. It's right next to a Price Chopper, which featured breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Right, and which is kind of funny because we always make fun of our friend who's from Ohio. He always says, let's go to supper instead of dinner, you know, and I'm used to, and my friend John is too. We were talking about this. We were very much used to the term breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, it's always dinner, not breakfast, lunch, and supper. But apparently, you know, we're not in, I guess, not Kansas, but I guess we're not in Connecticut, New Mexico, or Florida anymore. So let's get here. John, do you want to get a shot of the hot dog hut? And then there's really not much more to say about Scranton. Scranton's just a terrible place, and...
Here, you take it.
Okay, it's my hand. It's a nice shot of my hand. It doesn't want to focus, but 1 second. Okay, yep, so that's what we're going to eat. I guess at some point our next stop is some other place in Pennsylvania, and at that point we will update you on how our meal was. So, yeah.